This is another Frank collab.
And welcome back to another episode of the Extremely Casual Gamers podcast with Ellie, Chris and Guy. This is a casual gaming podcast for the everyday gamer. And on today's show, Chris, you are mocking me and you also want to talk about DLCs for old games you'd like to see.
Yeah, I mean, the audience listening would have no idea that I was mocking you.
No, unless they're watching on TVNZ+.
Hello. So last week we recorded an episode and then classic ECG style, my favourite game of all time, The Witcher 3, it was announced that they're releasing a DLC 12 years later for it.
I think that also happened when you were talking about The Witcher in an episode, and then that same day the trailer came out for Witcher 4. I feel like this has happened again. I mean, it happens all the time with gaming news. We say something and then, moments later after we've recorded, it's revealed. But I feel like for The Witcher, it's happened twice.
Yeah.
And what a thing to be announced too. There was a rumor, there were leaks and stuff, but our policy on leaks on this podcast is we generally try not to get too carried away with them. Yeah. Because I want people to announce it. Let's see, how exciting is it? Yeah. CD Projekt Red announced 12 years later they're releasing a DLC, a full-length DLC. The rumors are it's going to be the same size. Oh, hang on. Am I doing gaming news now?
I mean, go for it if you like.
He's jumping the gun.
Spoiler alert, my gaming news is on The Witcher because we didn't get to cover it, and I'll be talking about that soon, so stay tuned.
Nice.
Rein it in, boy.
Yeah, bring it back.
Come on now.
My bad.
And Guy, did you have gaming news today, or do I tease that?
No, I don't. I said to go.
That's weird because we usually all have gaming news.
No, we don't.
What are you talking about?
We don't always, all of us have gaming news, do we?
Okay.
I thought sometimes if you don't have it, you don't have it.
Nah, it's fair. Sometimes I don't always bring it, to be fair. Yeah.
I thought sometimes if you don't have it, you don't have it. Okay.
All right then. Well, lucky I got two because I am.
Do you actually have two?
I do technically have two. I was going to use one as like a talking point, but it technically is news.
I gave myself a ban on gaming news this week because last week I brought gaming news that was 5 years old. So
that's right.
But also another thing with this podcast is we don't care about how new stuff is. We're not here to break the news.
If I don't have a gaming news story, that's at least 45 seconds to a minute and a half that we're saving where we can just rip out some red hot anecdotes.
True.
So I'm doing us a favour.
Thank you for that. That's great. Now
don't encourage that, by the way.
Thank you, Ellie.
All right, well, I'm going to jump into some listener feedback. Now, you can join our ECG for ECG Facebook group on Facebook. And Kyle Phillips, after our chat last week, I told you that Sam had discovered simulation racing with the wheel we have and the VR. And Kyle said, been meaning to post to see if anyone else is into sim racing or at least racing games. And he's put a photo up and shown us his whole setup with his chair and his VR and his wheel. It looks very cool. Very, very nice. And then Jared said, I got the old wheel up for a bit of sim racing and racing games, but find it hard to go back to controller, even on arcade style racing games like Forza Horizon. And then Sean said that he doesn't have the setup and is only on a PC with a monitor. Gary said, I love sim racing myself, do a lot of GT7 leagues and even used to do F1. Love the setup, also use the wheel, but not tried it with VR. It is very fun with VR if you can cop.
If you can stomach it.
Yeah, literally, exactly. Now, Jordan, our...
Hang on, before we jump on to Jordan, did anybody mention about joining some lame server about doing a drive for Kyle Busch?
Oh, shut up.
Did anyone
bring that up?
Is anyone in the server?
Anyone who, because there was like at least 4 people there that talked about VR racing. Did anybody be like, oh yeah? And one of my favorite things to do is to set up a server to promote someone who died in honor. You know?
No, they didn't.
Promote. I think promote is the wrong word.
Yeah.
So honor
and mourn and grieve together as a community. You know,
how is Sam doing? Your partner?
You know, he's all right. He's got through it. That funeral that he held on the VR, I think actually healed his grief.
Do you think he'll do that for all celebrities that he likes that die, even if they're not racist? You know, like when Betty White died, is there like a drive for Betty White?
It's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah. If we could all collectively grieve together online, it'd be quite nice.
Also, I wondered, why did he call it a drive-by? It seems like...
That does...
Is that how he died?
Maybe I said that.
Yeah.
Just quickly, so what is his grief over this NASCAR driver dying? Yeah. Right, very sad NASCAR driver dying too young.
Yeah.
And Sam, your partner, was a genuine fan.
Yeah.
Where from?
What do you mean?
Where was he a fan from?
Oh, NASCAR?
Does he watch NASCAR?
No, not regularly. Not regularly, but he kind of follows
He's aware of it.
He follows the people.
Okay, right. Okay. And so have you noticed, did you notice him actually genuinely being sad before you heard about his Busch lobby? Did you?
Busch lobby. Yes,
Yeah.
I did. When it broke, he was like, "Oh my god, Elle!" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, who is it?" He's like, "Kyle Busch." I didn't know.
And you were like, "Oh, babe, no!"
Oh, no.
Ellie did the same voice that she does whenever we talk about a video game that she knows nothing about.
That's right.
She probably said the same thing. She goes, "Oh, sick."
Yeah, I'll definitely get round to playing that.
I'll definitely get round to watching his race highlights.
Yeah, no, he was genuinely sad.
Right, okay.
And I stand by this. I thought it was very sweet that he set up a little server for people who wanted to just do a little drive together.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
loser server. So one of the
Yeah.
no, but my theory that I was running was, and you've obviously just proven it by saying that he was genuinely sad.
Yeah.
Was that he doesn't actually know much about NASCAR, doesn't really follow Kyle Busch, and he was instead using his profiting off his death to try and get people onto his lobby is what I
Yeah.
thought was happening.
No, I know it sounds like that, but it definitely was not exploiting
Okay.
the death of Kyle Busch. No.
Did he screen record it or stream it or anything? Is there any footage of the drive?
I think he did screen record it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did.
So he's doing it for clicks.
Maybe.
So he's
Maybe.
going to put it up on social media and be like, "Did a drive-by for Kyle."
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it'll get
Hashtag Busch lobby.
it's quite a good one. I think it'll get lots of interaction. I think, collectively there are a lot of people who will be grieving that death.
100%, 100%.
You know?
It's just the Sam, random dude in Auckland, New Zealand, who's never watched NASCAR.
Yeah.
I find it interesting.
Bless him though, isn't that nice? He's got some empathy. Do you guys know what that is? No?
Is it what virgins have?
Oh,
Yeah, shot guy, you legend. Oh, if Sam was here right now, give him a wedgie.
All right, on to Jordan, who's basically, fourth person in this podcast, who's regularly creating polls for us. Now, this is just to do with whether you two should be invited to my wedding. He did a poll, and the answers were yes, no, yes, but only if they're wearing budgie smugglers and dress shoes. No, but they have to no, and they have to complain about it on the podcast.
Right, well, that's a given.
That was going to happen, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a given. I've just realised I've screenshotted it,
And you
but
don't, here we go.
I haven't got the actual stats. I could just see who won.
Oh, yeah? So what one?
So what one was that you have to wear budgie smugglers and wear dress shoes? Is that all right?
Sounds like a kink. That sounds like a...
I did put that option in myself. No, I didn't.
Right, so how do you feel about that?
I wouldn't mind if you guys were, in your budgie smugglers
Come
and dress
on.
shoes. It'd be pretty funny, eh?
Come on,
It'd
you
be pretty
would mind
funny,
that.
eh?
Yeah.
It'd be pretty funny, I reckon.
Because you want everybody to be looking at you on the wedding day.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point, actually. Yeah. Can you not
a
take
couple
my...
of hogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus if guys there'll be another Busch lobby for everyone to join.
Oh, sorry, there was a couple more options. One was yes, but only if Ellie manages to complete a game before the wedding.
Oh, so we're not
That's a
going.
fair call. You're not coming. But no, it's still the budgie smugglers that won.
Okay,
So
done.
that might
Cool.
be that's
Whatever
what
you
the
need.
people have spoken, I think. Now, one last thing. Why am I talking like an American?
Because you haven't got it ready on your phone.
I was padding for time. Now, Sean said, random question, my son's turning 21 this year and would like an Elden Ring based 21st key.
That's right. And
Yeah.
then Guy tagged me in it.
Yeah, so what was
Yeah.
your
The
suggestion?
hardest possible. Like, I don't, what, like
you like Elden Ring. It's a
100%.
hard thing to, that's a hard thing to get a game to complete. So a hard challenge.
100% Guy, I agree with you.
You're
What's
a
a game?
problem solver.
Guy, you love Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
What kind of key shall I get?
Is it Ghost of Tsushima related? Get a jade one.
A jade key.
A jade stone,
Sounds very expensive, but yeah, right. Okay, so that's good. The issue with Elden Ring is no one knows what the hell's going on. There's a billion different things, and
Yeah.
so I suggested two things. I suggested a key in the shape of, it might even be on there, but you've probably just taken a screenshot
No,
of it.
here it is. Yep, got
That's
it.
right. I said at Guy Mansell, the obvious answer is to shatter a key into a million tiny pieces and scatter them throughout the lands between.
Yes.
Bit of banter there for
Classic.
From Software players. Or somehow base it on either the Black Knife Dagger or the Golden Order Greatsword, which I think are two of the most Elden Ringy iconic looking weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Very
what,
nice.
yeah, other than all the Moonlight Greatsword. Actually, that's a good one. Moonlight Key.
Did you guys get a key for your 21st?
No, I got a book that people signed.
Because I never understood the key thing. I'm sure there's a reason that keys
My
are
wife
given.
did.
Yeah, why a key?
Why is it a
It's
key?
like it's a key. It's like a plaque, right? But it's in the shape of a big key.
Is it
Yeah.
because it's like when you were, it used to be
Like-
the alcohol age was 21, right? Is it
Yeah.
like the key to the city?
It's
Like,
like-
you've
or
unlocked
like-
everything now. Is
Or
it?
like key to life. You know,
Yeah.
you've unlocked your next chapter. Or some bullshit.
If only we all had phones that could Google what the
but
meaning of a
I'd
21st.
prefer to just speculate
My wife,
randomly at wild.
actually, she got an awesome key on her 21st.
Did she?
Yeah, a Chris key.
Oh, that's quite a good one, actually. That was quite a good one. Wait, were you together when she was 21?
100%.
Oh, cute. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
nice.
when she was 21, I was 27, and we got together 7 years before that.
Shut up.
It's the cutest story, but we don't have time for it right now.
I was there for the whole thing, and in my brain I was like, wait what?
All right, I'm just Googling, why do people get keys?
Because I would prefer not to have a key. If my parents were like, "Oh, we want to get you a key for your 21st," and what theme would it be? If it was a theme, if I was to get a key when I was 21, what would it have been of? What did I like when I was 21? Probably Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, like you give me a mobile metal leather,
A leather key.
leather key with some piece of chain on it.
A 21st birthday key, often called the key to the door, symbolizes the transition into full adulthood, independence, and maturity. I would argue that I was not mature until I was like 30.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
no, 21 is not mature.
You are still an
agree.
idiot.
You are such an idiot at 21.
I'm still a bit of an idiot, but I reckon it was about 28.
Yeah.
I stopped being like a full-blown idiot.
Yeah.
Totally. It's
yeah.
when hangovers start to affect you really bad. That's when you're an adult.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, it's a good test.
Yeah.
So you're saying to this lovely mother, don't get him a key.
No,
What are we
do
saying?
it.
Don't.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh,
But do it in the Moonlight Greatsword is an iconic weapon that's in every single From Software game pretty much.
Yeah.
Do it do a Moonlight Great Key.
And in true Elden Ring style, when you give it to him, like punch him in the face or
Punch him
something.
in the face.
Punch him in the face, kick him in the balls, and
That's
then
right.
throw it in a lake.
That's
You're like,
right.
Happy
Cool.
birthday.
Oh, yeah.
there you
100%.
go. Hope that was helpful, Sean.
Yeah.
Thank you for your question.
By the way, Sean, is it annoying that, because quite often, whenever someone tells a terrible yarn, I say
called
it's
a
a
shan.
shan.
Yeah.
Like a shit yarn.
Oh, yeah.
Not
Shan.
that you have them, Sean. I'm just saying, it's just whenever I hear that, I think, oh,
True.
she was named after a terrible yarn.
Shan.
Terrible story.
Yeah.
That
That was
you
a
know
bit
that
of
for
a
my-
wasn't it?
I was going to say, oh, no, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. I was going to say that my 21st, I didn't get a key, but my birthday cake was a big burger. Like, not actually a burger. It was still cake, but it was made to look like a burger because I love burgers.
Do you love burgers?
I love burgers.
When?
You know?
I've never heard you talk
I'm
or
re-
reference burgers.
Just love
I'm really
burgers.
happy that straight off the back of you explaining what a shan is,
That
Ellie came in and gave an example.
with an example.
With an example.
And that's what a good
really
podcast does. We
Yeah.
support each other.
That's
You're
really
welcome.
good. Because there would have been some people that still didn't quite understand what you were talking about, Chris. So Ellie's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to give them a case study here.
It's my
Boom.
pleasure.
Yeah.
So, sorry, when was the last time you had a burger?
Last week, probably? Like,
Probably. What was it? I want to know, when was your last burger?
It was a homemade one. It was a homemade one, which is a beef one. Yeah, your standard low carb buns, you know.
Did you make it?
Yeah, I did.
Right. Well, it's a bit self-deprecating, isn't it? It's a homemade.
A homemade?
What?
Pardon?
It's a joke about her being a hoe and making a burger.
Oh, I
It was
see.
a shit joke.
Homemade.
So you do actually love burgers.
Yeah, I do love burgers.
I love burgers.
Yeah,
I had
I
one
love
last
burgers.
night. Literally last night. Reburger last night.
How good's Reburger?
Love Reburger.
Sponsored my radio show.
They
Yeah,
do. There's a new one
nice.
opening up in Kumeu.
They're
Oh,
everywhere.
cool.
Yeah. So for anybody who lives in the Kumeu, West Auckland area who happens to listen to this podcast,
All right, should we jump to some gaming news?
Gaming news.
Yeah,
Go.
should I start off?
Do you
yeah,
start
Guy,
us
what
off?
have you got?
Nothing.
Ah.
Over to you, Ellie.
All right, have you guys seen that Paralives has come out, which is like the new Sims, basically. It's a simulation.
Paralives.
Paralives. It's been in development for ages, and it's like going to be competition to The Sims, essentially. And so far, the reviews are really good. People are loving it.
Great.
They sold 250,000 copies in 8 hours and hit the top of Steam's sales charts.
Cool.
The studio has 15 people and no publisher. The lead developer, Alex Massey, confirmed this week the game will never charge for the DLC through early access and beyond. So, for context, a single Sims 4 expansion costs more than the whole game. Remember how you had to buy lots
totally.
of expansions? Apparently, Paralives, they're not going to be charging for their DLCs, and people are loving it. And one of the things I've seen, which would change my life, is I love doing the building in the Sims. I love building the houses.
Yeah.
But you can only buy certain assets, like you buy a coffee table, and it's a coffee table.
Yeah.
In Paralives, you can buy the coffee table, but then you can scale it up and down and make it wider and
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Change the size of
That
it.
is kind of cool. I like that because
Yeah.
you like the look of a table.
Yeah.
But then you're like, I just want to extend it or shorten it, but then you can't find it. So you have to choose
can't.
a different one.
Exactly.
That's a cool little touch.
So
I
I
like
think,
that.
I haven't played it obviously, but it does look really fun, and I think it's having giving Sims a bit of a run for their money.
Surely
there.
that's a game that you would be interested in.
It is. I actually would genuinely like to try Paralives, but there's probably lots of other things I've agreed to playing first. So
Yeah, as if but you
that'll
don't
be
care about that
last.
stuff. But so it's interesting because Cities Skylines did this exact thing for SimCity, right? So SimCity was a massive franchise made by Maxis, the same people that made The Sims. And then EA kind of took over it and turned it into just an absolute like it did the same thing they did with The Sims.
Yeah.
They made it worse. They charged more for it. You had to always be online and connected to a server. It was actually a worse, smaller game. The cities weren't very big. And then Cities Skylines came along and addressed everything. And everyone was like, this is what SimCity should have been.
Yeah.
The Sims, unfortunately, Cities Skylines 2 came out and was an absolute disaster, and that has now gone off a cliff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the second one's terrible. But it sounds like Paralives is trying to do the same thing that like Cities Skyline did, but for the Sims franchise.
Yeah.
How much is it to buy the game, I wonder?
Well, yeah, I don't actually know because I should have corrected that it's early access at the moment. So only some people have it.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how much it will be.
Because it's interesting, like, where do they get their profit from if they never charge for a DLC?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't mind paying $20 for a DLC.
If it's good, yeah.
If the main game's awesome and it's adding a heap of good stuff. Like, that's what City Skyline 1, you bought the game and it was great, but all the DLCs were awesome. There's like an airport one and like a nature one and like a tourism one. And they were all really good and worth the money. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting to see how sustainable that is.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just seen it on Steam actually. It's $40 USD.
Yeah,
right,
okay. $57
New Zealand.
Yeah.
It's not that expensive.
Early
That's
access, yeah.
quite cheap.
Far out.
Yeah, so I could be keen. We'll see if I end up playing it. But enjoy. If you love The Sims, I think you might like Paralives. Hey guys.
100%.
Yeah.
I love The Sims. I've really,
Same.
really, really loved The Sims back in the day.
Me too.
Life changing.
Me too.
Gaming news for me, right? I pretty much did it all at the top of the podcast already. The Witcher 3, they've announced another DLC 12 years after the game came out.
So Witcher 3, obviously huge butty storyline, but since the release of it in 2016, they've done
2015,
two DLCs, and they were pretty butty as well.
Yeah, so they did Hearts of Stone, which was quite big, and it expanded the main map area. That expanded slightly in the top region.
Yeah.
And then Blood and Wine has gone down in history with a couple of other well-known DLCs as just the all-time greatest DLC.
Nice.
It added 40 hours, was a 20 to 40 hour edition, but it added like 80 hours for me. Like it added a whole new giant map, a whole new storyline, all this awesome stuff. And the rumors are, and it's probably just people speculating, that this is going to be roughly the same size as that Blood and Wine DLC.
Cool.
Which is pretty crazy. The other rumors are half the people are saying, and everyone's wrong because no one actually knows, half the people are saying this will set everything up for The Witcher 4.
That's what I was going to ask, is that it's likely going to be some sort of little mini chapter in between the two,
That's what
right?
people are thinking. But the CD Projekt Red have confirmed you will be playing as Geralt of Rivia, whereas in the fourth one you are playing as Ciri, his daughter. So I don't know how you'll see, and it's called Songs of the Past, which is about stuff from Geralt's past, probably drawing from the novels and stuff that the Witcher series is based off. But then another thing I read said, actually, no, they're not trying to set up for The Witcher 4 at all. It's just a standalone DLC. I don't. So
as somebody who loves The Witcher, which would you prefer, or do you just not care?
I would prefer, to be honest, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's like The Witcher 3 is so good. What I love about this is literally a decade later, The Witcher 3 is still, if you haven't played it and you like RPG fantasy games, is still probably one of the best ones out there, like by a mile, a decade later. And it's been updated for PS5 and the latest Xbox and PC and stuff. And they've gone, shit, you know that game we made ages ago? It's still really good.
People really like it.
People are still to this day playing it. You release a DLC, especially after the Witcher TV shows come out and there's hype around The Witcher 4, perfect way to build hype for this new game.
Yeah.
And just rebuild it, making such a cool idea.
It's kind of like the fantasy RPG version of Grand Theft Auto 5. Like,
Yes,
came
it
out
is.
years ago.
Yeah,
but
people
still has a huge. Whereas with Grand Theft Auto 5, that's massive because of the online aspect.
That's right. Whereas this is just pure
storyline,
single player, which no one's ever done this before.
Yeah.
Which I love.
That's cool.
And what I like about it too is they were supposed to release it at the end of this year, but they've pushed it to 2027 to make sure the quality is at a high enough bar. And this is the same company that when Cyberpunk 2077 was announced, their follow-up to The Witcher 3, it came out too early. It was rushed out the door. It was buggy. It was one of the biggest disasters in video game history.
Also, late November this year, Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out.
That could be a reason why they pushed it.
Basically, anything that comes out for the next 4 months after that is going to get washed away.
Yeah, true.
Unless you're me and you won't play Grand Theft Auto straight away.
True.
Yeah.
Which I won't. I'll be waiting.
But I feel like majority of people aren't like you when it comes to playing video games.
Thankfully.
Especially when they've waited this long for that specific
Totally,
game.
yeah. No one, if you've been waiting for, what is it, over 13 years?
Yeah.
Since Grand Theft Auto 5, you could be like, but I'm going to wait for the bugs to get ironed out.
Push it up to 15.
What's another 6 months, you know?
Yeah, just do it, man. But surely there won't be any bugs. Well, there'll be little ones, but surely Grand Theft Auto will come out in good nick.
I can't wait.
But can I just say, as obviously a massive fan of The Witcher,
Yep.
Massive fan of CD Projekt Red. I just think this is the coolest, classiest, just most rewarding to the fans idea I've ever heard of in video games recently. Like, it's so cool.
That's awesome.
I'm happy for you, Chris.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you.
It's really cool when something that a game franchise that you love continues to do stuff. Like for me, knowing that Halo campaign Evolved is coming out this year, and I love Halo. Like I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
And I'm excited
Ellie,
for that.
Ellie with
obviously, paralyzed.
Burgers, the new burger joint opening in Kumeu.
That's right.
She loves burgers. So we're all getting a little
We're all getting something.
Lucky us.
Can I just say, I've said it before on the podcast, if you like fantasy RPGs, if you like Skyrim, if you like anything like that, and you want to check out this new DLC, buy The Witcher. You've got 200 to 300 hours there of just the best fantasy storytelling in video games.
Bloody beauty.
So good.
So good.
The other gaming news that I was sent was on my way in to town to record this podcast. I was sent a link by Ellie saying, hey, this could be interesting, but I don't have NZ Herald Premium.
Yeah.
Then you guys made jokes about how Chris will probably have it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I knew that you would
well,
have
I think you get it with your work email, right?
I get it for free.
Yeah,
do you?
That's why
Because I work
asked
for the
him.
same company.
Yeah,
it's not. I'm not paying. I'm not paying for NZ Herald Premium.
But you would if you
Who
could.
would?
Certainly not someone like me. Oh, but I would if I could because it's my company.
Yeah, you love NZME. Woo! Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did it say? Did it have anything interesting?
Well,
in
you
it?
sent me an article. It's like, this could be interesting. Chris, can you have a look at this? It's like, why New Zealand's video game industry hit its $1 billion revenue target 2 years early and is now heading for $2 billion.
Wow, I'd love to know, Chris. What does it say?
Well, I can tell you that it's the longest article I've ever seen in my life. I tried to copy and paste it, but it was way too long for that. Basically, what I can tell is that the video game industry in New Zealand as a whole had a target of hitting $1 billion in revenue by 2028. We've already hit it.
Nice.
That's
Which is
great.
cool. So when you say the
That's
video
cool.
game, New Zealand video game industry,
Yeah.
as a professional in that realm, Chris.
Yes.
Is that video games in terms of sales of just New Zealanders buying video games, or is it video games made here in New Zealand,
Developed here in New Zealand.
and then sold worldwide?
And then sold worldwide.
Sure, that's cool.
Like
That
this,
is
the
cool.
video game development
Yeah.
side of. Once
So
again, I have very
games-
briefly skim read
So
this.
games coming out. So according to Chris,
Yeah.
games coming out of New Zealand have hit $1 billion already, and are aiming, and we're on our way to $2 billion according to
Apparently.
Chris.
Yeah, that's
Apparently.
right. We're aiming for $2 billion now, which is very exciting, and it's because of a couple of breakthrough hits on the Roblox platform.
Oh,
Ah.
yes. Right, yeah, there were these two men from New Zealand who made these little
Sexist,
Roblox.
am I right, Ellie?
Yeah, where are the girls at?
Yeah, God.
They made these two, you can make Roblox games, I believe. And they made these two that went quite viral. I think one of them was like a gardening one. So obviously must have hit a huge...
I don't know anything about Roblox.
Yeah, I don't
at
really
all. I
either.
didn't realize. I can't even begin. I mean, this is what I was like with Minecraft, and I've only just scratched the surface of that game. But I didn't realize that you can like make games within Roblox. I thought it was
Smart.
It's crazy.
It's really smart.
It
That's
is.
cool. I
I've
love it.
seen one at the moment that's semi-viral of like you're mountaineers and you've got to like try to get to the top of obviously a huge mountain, but you're all like linked together and stuff.
That sounds great.
It looks fun. It looks definitely like do it with friends.
I love that some games just give you the tools, give everyone the tools to just make their own shit and have fun. I reckon that's really cool.
Halo 3 did it really good with Forge back in the day. Where it's like,
never heard of
it's-
it.
well,
No
it's
one has
the thing.
ever heard of it.
It's the map creator. And then you could put your maps up online and join us,
yes.
play other people's maps.
And
people were building like racetracks and stuff like that. It was
yes,
wicked.
racing the warthogs. I've seen clips of that.
Yeah.
And Age of Empires and those strategy games, like what was one you like playing recently? The old throwback game on PC.
Oh, Red Alert.
Red Alert. So they would make it so you could make your own scenarios and put people in, and then you could upload it online, and people could play through those strategic scenarios. Ellie,
That's beautiful.
Online.
Wow. Now that is a good idea though, to make it customizable for the user. I reckon, is it sort of as well what GTA 5 have done with like the role playing kind of thing? Where you can like role play?
Yes. No,
kind
because
of?
with the role play servers, it's like you can actually, people have been able to tweak it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Same with Red Dead Redemption. There's things that you
wow.
can do as a character in the role play servers that you can't do in the main game.
Yeah, right,
And like
that's
different
cool.
prompts and stuff.
That's cool.
Oh, so you actually? Oh, I have seen this, and you're actually just playing like a real NPC going about
Yeah.
their business.
Yeah.
Which obviously Sam probably loves that. But
Loves it. He loves
yeah,
it.
I
He
was going to
does.
say I couldn't think of anything worse. It's like taking all the fun and just be like, I'm just going to be a waiter
Yeah.
at a restaurant or something.
Or it might be a cop, and he gets to like chase people down.
That'd be fun. Being a cop would be fun.
Yeah.
But my topic later on in the podcast is going to be, if we could do the whole DLC for an old original game and it was coming out, what game would you like to see a DLC from?
Yes, sweet.
Also, I think we've got to mention we're going to have producer JP in later.
I forgot to mention that, yes.
Yeah, because he's brought in some of his rare Magic the Gathering cards.
Ooh.
Have a look at them.
Love it. But before that, have you guys heard of Beam NG?
The car game. I love clips of that game on Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
Beam MG.
Beam NG. So
NG.
it's a game and it's only ever been available on PC.
And so have you ever seen clips of like a car going over a jump and say, will it land on the cliff?
Oh my God, yes. And then it gets smashed to pieces.
Yes, and it's like, let's try a Ford. Let's try a Ferrari.
Oh my God, those videos are insanely addictive to watch. Yes. And it's like, you can see how long the video is. You're like, okay, cool, at least 3 more cars are going to be in this clip. And you're like watching it in the dark, like, they're not going to make it.
Nah.
And then they do make it. Like, oh, I was wrong.
Or like a car comes up that you like there's an old Chevy truck like the one I've got, and it was in this competition, and I was like, oh, I hope
and it's
it
like
wins.
it like jumps over, and then if it's got to slam on its brakes because there's like spinning things at the bottom that smash it and stuff like that.
Exactly. It's a
yes.
physics-based driving game, I think it is.
I've never known the name of it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And PS5 randomly last week just announced it's coming to PS5
Oh
for
my
the
God.
first time ever, because originally people were saying, please bring this to console. But because it's such a technical physics-based game, originally they couldn't bring it to the consoles. It was just too complicated. But now PS5 have obviously been like secretly working on it, and PlayStation are releasing it later this year, so we might get that before GTA 6, which is crazy. And just for people listening, if you don't know what it is, it's basically the closest simulating game that you can get to real life and what would happen if a car did that action. And so basically every component of the vehicle is simulated individually as a network of nodes and beams that can flex under load, deform, or even break outright when pushed too far. So as a result, the vehicle behavior is never scripted. So it will never do the same thing twice.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Do you watch the ones where it tells like your survivability rate?
Yeah.
And then every single time it like takes a bump, it like drops the survivability, and you're like watching it, you're like, oh, I'd still be alive. And then it hits the tree and it's like, what, 1% survival? Like, oh, I probably died. Like, you just like get really zoned into these videos.
Because it's like real life.
Yeah.
But basically the physics engine updates at a rate of 2 kilohertz, meaning the vehicle is being fully reevaluated 2,000 times every second.
Wow.
Like that's how much the technology is. Yeah. So it's quite fascinating, and it's coming to PS5, which is very exciting. So if you do want to play it, you'll be able to.
Oh my goodness.
Yay. There you go. Yay.
Now, Ellie, before we get producer JP, and you said you had some talking points, was that one of them?
That was one of them.
Okay.
That was a good talking point.
It was quite a good one, hey. I was quite proud of that one.
Did you have a second
I've really
one?
milked that now. My second one.
Well, while you think about that guy,
Yeah.
you have you've just come from your house,
The House of Fluids.
the House of Fluids,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just basically for the last 4 months, at least one member of my house has been sick. It's just second child syndrome. My oldest daughter, Daisy, she's almost 5. She goes to kindy. My youngest daughter, Miller, who's almost 1. Jesus.
What?
Yeah, I know. She just gets sick all the time, and then either myself or Meg gets sick. So Daisy, there's been a cough. Daisy's been coughing. On Saturday night, she was coughing so much that she threw up on me.
On you?
On me, because we were in the bed together, and she's like, cough, 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 and then it just like forces it out.
Lovely.
So, I caught it in my hands
Ooh,
because I
nice
knew it was
work.
happening. So then I'm like in the dark trying to like yell out to my wife, and she comes in, and Daisy's like, like sick on her face, and I'm holding sick. And then last night I was getting my youngest daughter Miller down, and I was giving her a bottle. She was coughing, and then I leaned her forward, and I was like, I could just know it was just projectiles all over me, and it goes all over the floor, and then there's vomit everywhere.
Sounds awful, really.
Yeah, Meg's got the cough. It's my birthday in a couple of days, so I'm probably going to have it.
Yeah.
So, just sickness in general. So I'm happy to be here because none of you are showing any signs of being sick.
Not yet.
Yes.
Until we kiss you later. And then
Oh, no,
we're-
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I sprayed myself with sanitizer before I came in.
Yeah, I thought I could smell that. Yeah, nice. Thank you for that.
So that's my anecdote.
Madhouse.
Madhouse.
Love it.
Madhouse at the moment.
Madhouse.
I've got a
winter.
little anecdote.
Oh, yeah,
actually.
go, because I've forgotten my second one. I don't know what it is.
Was it
That's
that I know? Yeah, don't worry.
Interested to see what the gag was just then, though.
It's not a gag. No, I was going to jump in, but it would derail yours. So you go.
That's
think
all right. I
I know
haven't
it.
even started. The train isn't even moving.
I
It
think I know
can't
what
be
you're gonna say.
derailed.
I was outside Ellie's
Yeah.
house on the weekend.
Yeah, he stalked me.
I was driving around with Miller, getting her down for her first nap because it's only supposed to be like half an hour. And I was driving around where Ellie lives, which is like a labyrinth of houses. There's like 2,000 houses where you live. It's
crazy,
And I
really.
was like, I'm pretty sure Ellie lives around here. And I like to drive and like know where I'm going without having to use maps.
I've started doing this as well.
Because I'm really good at, like, if I've been somewhere once, chances are I will get there again. It's like one of my superpowers. So I'm like unlocking the map like in a game.
Yeah, nice.
I'm clearing the fog. And as I was driving around, I was like, pretty sure Ellie's around here. And then I just happened to swing past Ellie's house. And as I drove past, Ellie came outside to do something.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, oh, hi.
I was so confused.
Yeah, it's like, why is Guy here?
Hey, bro, what's up?
What were you doing outside?
I was packing the car because we were going away. So I happened to step outside and then, I saw a little guy in his car go, hello.
Yeah, my two daughters are in the back and Daisy's like, hi. They're just, all right, see you later.
It was very cute. It was very cute. I'm glad we got to see
Then
you.
I went to the market. There's a market
that's
around
right.
there called I love a market.
That's a good market,
I love markets. Any opportunity to go to a market, I go.
Yeah, nice.
I like a market if there's food. I don't like all the crap they're selling.
Oh, at the moment, and this is a bit of a derail here, but so many markets are selling AI shit.
Oh,
really? Like images and stuff?
Yeah, like it's just people with mugs and screen and t-shirts, and it's just AI slop.
It's just garbage.
It's like, go away.
That's a
Yeah.
shame,
What
eh?
happened to the person who sells seashells?
Yeah, by the seashore.
Exactly.
Or like the person who sells dream catchers. Where have they gone?
Yeah.
They've been replaced by mug people.
Yeah.
That's true.
AI mugs.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's...
Anyway.
What was I saying before I was derailed?
Oh, no, but you had an anecdote or something.
Oh, that's right. I had an anecdote. Interesting. So I've listed my house for sale, right?
Yes.
And we've been doing open homes and stuff, and it's really annoying because your house has to be immaculate and you have to not be there.
Yeah, it sucks.
The whole way you have to have your house looking like a show home, like no one lives there.
Yeah.
But you are living
But you
there.
are living
Yeah.
there, yeah.
And so we are doing that, and it's been really stressful. And I took my motorbike that I'm restoring in to be complied.
Oh, yeah.
Number plate put on it. Very long process. It's taken me like 4 months to get the paperwork together to get it done.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So I haven't touched it, and I've been like hanging out to do stuff on it. Take it in. It passes on everything. However, I need to replace this one brake hose.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Oh, yeah, you familiar?
Yeah, no, the old brake hose.
Yeah, for the front brake, hydraulic brake.
Yeah, mate.
It's frayed, and it's a safety issue.
Okay, of course.
I've got a replacement hose. I completely forgot that I was going to do that. So brought it home. It's been really busy with open home, so I haven't got to it. I'm booked in Friday just gone to take my bike in to be ticked off.
Oh, yeah.
I go to bleed the brakes. You know how the brake caliper has a bleed nipple on it?
Yeah.
Not familiar, but I'd like to know.
With a bleed nipple?
The old bleed nipple, yeah.
So basically, you've got I can't even bother explaining it. I barely even know. You're trying to fill the system with fluid to make sure there's no air so that when you pump the brake handle, the brakes stop. But if there's air bubbles in there, it'll stop the brake from working like it's supposed to.
Okay, that makes sense.
And
Yep.
then your bike will crash.
Yep, good explanation. I understand.
In order to do that, to get the air out of it, you have to like pump the brake, hold the lever in, release the bleed nipple, and some liquid and air will come out, and then tighten it again, and then pump the brake, release the bleed nipple. I went to do that. I put a spanner on the bleed nipple, pumped the brake, went to open a little bit, and just snapped the nipple completely off.
Oh.
This is the night before I had to take it in to get it complied.
Oh my
Ticked
gosh.
off. So I emailed the guy. I'm like, shit, I can't come in tomorrow. He's like, you've got to have it done by Wednesday next week, aka tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Why is
Yeah.
there such an intense cutoff period?
Because I'll then have to pay again after 21 days. I'll have to pay to have the whole process start again. It was $600.
Oh, my gosh.
God.
So I have to do that tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a hard job?
Yeah, well, it is because it snapped off in there. I have to somehow pull it out. I've actually got a friend of mine's working on it as we speak to try and get the nipple out so I can put the new one in to then do the whole shambles.
Shambles.
Plus open homes, man. Plus guys' whole family's sick, man. It's
Yeah.
just been...
It's a hard week for you guys.
It's been a shambles.
Yeah.
Costs a
Sorry
lot
to
of
hear that.
money to register a bike, doesn't it? Because isn't there like a whole protest over the weekend from
Correct.
bike riders?
Oh,
Big
yeah.
bikes, but mine is a vintage bike. So part of my strategy, and also I like old stuff, is that my vintage registration is $100 a year
Oh, okay.
if you drive an old bike, whereas a new one is almost $1,000. It's going to be. So
That's crazy.
Whoa, that's a lot.
yeah, 100%.
Are they trying to get people off bikes?
It's the ACC levies.
Oh, yeah.
ACC is the public healthcare system that we
Gotcha.
have here in New Zealand. Sucker. If you're watching from the States. But that's why it's so expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I get that.
unfortunately, yeah.
Okay. All right, should we get JP in?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I just recommend for the title of the episode something along the lines of Chris's broken bleeding nipple?
Yeah, nice.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Ripped off the bleed nipple.
Yeah.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
That's really grim, actually.
Bleed nipple issues. We'll work on it. But Guy, do you want to do the special thing we do to get JP in the room?
All right.
But it's a clap, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just summoning him with
Oh,
my.
yeah.
All right, here we
he's
go.
going to
Love
talk
it.
about Magic the Gathering. So
Here we go.
Real nerdy stuff.
Rub it together, yeah. Oh,
Hey.
there's JP.
G'day, team. Thanks for
Welcome
having
to
me.
the podcast. Thank you for coming on. I have heard that you have quite a magical collection there.
Yep,
Would you like to
yep.
tell us more?
A bit of a magician. I have been playing Magic the Gathering since I was 12 years old.
12. Wow.
Cute.
So I'm now 32.
Right. 20 years, JP.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been
Far
a
out.
while. It's been a
Veteran.
while.
20 years of being a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ladies love Magic the Gathering. Tell you that much for free.
Do they actually? Do you have a partner?
I do have a partner.
Does she like Magic the Gathering?
Nah.
Gathering? Nah.
Nah.
Does she like D&D?
Nah.
Do you like video
okay.
games?
Nah.
Does she like you?
To be
Not
decided.
to, not to pry or anything, but should you be with this woman? You know.
It's her birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, babe.
Oh, happy birthday.
Does she watch this?
Nah.
So, for those of you listening / watching, JP is the producer of this podcast. He is the reason it looks and sounds so awesome. Thank you for your work, JP. And also, it came out because when we first met you at the beginning of this year,
Yeah. Yeah.
we had no idea. People don't show the fact that they're secretly into gaming and all sorts of stuff. Turns out, JP, you're massive into your video games and stuff. What have you been playing at the moment?
At the moment, I'm on Subnautica 2.
Subnautica 2, yeah,
Which is great.
And you highly recommend the first one. I think you said to me.
Been a big fan of all the Subnautica games so far.
Yeah.
Just love being underwater, so that's why I like doing it virtually.
Do you want to get your diver's license or anything?
Nah, it's a bit scary. It's a
Yeah.
bit scary. Originally, I did, and then I've died to Leviathans a few too many times in that game, so I was like, nah.
They do have those in New Zealand as
They
well.
are, we have a Leviathan problem.
Taniwha, we call them
Yeah.
here in New Zealand.
Yeah.
But one of the other things we found out about JP is he's big on Dungeons and Dragons, which we've got to pick up that convo.
We
really
have to,
do, yeah.
He's a dungeon master, and he's gave us some homework for us to make our characters, and I've done about half of mine.
I've definitely not done any of that.
Of course, you have.
We will reignite that.
We
because
will.
there are people that really want to
Yeah.
make that happen
And I
as
am
well.
keen. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. The other thing, though, JP, is you're massively into your Magic the Gathering cards. You brought some in
Yes.
for us.
I brought in 2 of my decks because
Wow.
I'm not so much a collector of cards, more a player.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
I only really buy the cards that I want to play with.
Yeah.
So I'll hand that over.
Now, I know very little about Magic the Gathering. How do I open it?
Yeah, these
Oh,
like
yeah, these-
Including
tough.
how to open the box.
are these like valuable? Like obviously Pokemon cards versus what is the how valuable are these? I don't know.
They're pretty valuable in terms of like comparing it to Pokemon. I feel like Pokemon might have a bit more bling to it.
There's a bit of hype
Yeah.
around Pokemon,
Yeah.
Whereas
Right.
this is for Magic the Gathering is for like the I don't know. Pokemon very much broke into the mainstream.
Yeah.
Magic
Right.
the Gathering is still for people that are big into Magic the Gathering.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering, to me, I first heard of it once Pokemon cards got banned at my primary school.
Really? That
Yeah.
long ago?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I hadn't heard of it until I was like,
So I was like
studying.
at least 7 or 8.
And JP, you've pulled out for those listening. He's pulled out 2 plastic boxes. How many cards are in each one?
So each of these is a 99 card deck with a commander. So 100
Right.
cards.
And
Oh,
so, is that how when you play Magic the Gathering? Is it 99 cards?
Well, the format of Magic I play is 99 cards.
Right, okay.
99 cards singleton, so only 1 copy of each card. And then you've got a leader who your whole deck is based around.
Right.
There are 60 card formats, but I prefer
So
commander.
is the leader of this deck Megatron Tyrant?
That's the one.
Which
Yep.
is Megatron from Transformers,
Yeah,
right?
he's got
Yes.
an Optimus Prime.
Oh.
Yep. So I wanted to bring in like classic Magic, which is just like fantasy creatures and stuff.
Yeah.
But recently, in the past few years, they've aligned up with other nerdy franchises. So we've got Transformers.
Yeah.
Is that a full Transformers deck?
No, just the Commander's Transformers.
Yeah, right, okay.
And then we've had some Marvel sets in the past, and we've got another one coming out this year: Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings, Warhammer.
Because I remember mentioning a few weeks ago, that the Lord of the Rings, the One Ring, is the
Yeah.
most sought after trading card.
Yep.
Because it has just one.
They
yeah.
made one, and it was
Yep.
just called the One Ring.
The One Ring serialized, Elvish language
Yeah.
writing. And yeah, Post Malone got it.
That's right.
Did he?
Yeah,
He bought it off a guy.
Yeah, off the guy for
Wow.
I think it was 2.3 mil US, and then someone also told me that he got free flights and a com to all of Post's gigs that for a year.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, which would be rad.
I mean, you wouldn't go to the gigs though, would you?
No, you
Nah,
just sort of
nah.
go to where it was.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, if
Have
you're
a
keen
weekend
to,
shops.
you should play a concert in like Italy or something. What do you reckon?
Venice would be cool.
So, how many cards have you got?
I have 13 commander decks. So that's
13 99 card decks.
13.99 card decks plus my bulk and my binders and then my playables.
Holy cow!
Whoa.
Do you
Yeah.
have
So
a number for us?
Yeah, approximately. How
Do you
many?
know?
I want to say I've got about 20,000 cards.
Whoa!
I reckon. I'm also trying to like combine them into piles, sell them off, and
Do you go to like card shows and stuff?
I do. I'm trying to get more into it this year because one of my goals for the next few years is to downsize my collection so far to the point where I can start using that money on like proper expensive cards, like the $1,000 cards.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
So trade in your sort of not your trash, but like your trash units to get the prestige units.
Yeah.
That's an Age of Empires term. Sorry, I was watching an Age of Empires video before coming.
Nice.
I found one here off the top of your head. It's called Scrap Trawler. What does that do?
When it dies, it brings back another artifact.
Whenever Scrap Trawler or another artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, return to your hand target artifact card in your graveyard with lesser mana value.
I was a little bit off. Okay, so I was thinking about this the other day. There's mana, and then there's mana.
Mana, which is the magical.
So, mana is lame and nerdy.
Mana is it's if you're in New Zealand, the indigenous people here, Māori, it's a term for you've got money, you got a lot of respect.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of pride.
Yeah.
So out of the 20,000 cards you have, would you know what most of them do?
Yeah, to a degree. I might not be able to get the exact wording right, but
you roughly know.
I roughly know the gist of everything.
Isn't it interesting how like the human brain can store so much information?
Yeah.
Especially stuff that like you're really passionate about but isn't really useful in everyday life.
Yeah.
Like, I've got so much stuff as well. Like
I can quote episodes of The Simpsons, give me an episode.
Who Killed Mr. Burns?
Oh, that's a great episode.
Okay, go.
Well, there's a bit. It was like at the end with Dr. Hibbert. It's like I don't know. Can you? When it comes to
And
like
he points to the TV.
And he's actually pointing at Chief Wiggum.
Yeah.
It's classic.
Yeah,
Love it. Sorry.
At least he's seen The Simpsons, Ellie. So, do you have your rarest cards here?
I have probably a good chunk of them are in this deck, but I went through and found my most expensive card, which I didn't bring.
Right.
And I bought it for about 100.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, it was at 250.
Oh yeah.
I checked this morning, it's at 860.
Oh, wow.
gosh,
What
man.
is that?
It's Survival of the Fittest, the original printing. So it's a card from, I want to say 96, 97.
Really?
Wow.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
cool.
So is your most expensive card your favorite card?
No, my favorite card is, it is a good one. The One Ring is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, just because of how awesome.
The awesomeness of it.
Yeah. And I do have not the like Post Malone version, but I do have a version that I've seen has gone up to about 150.
Yeah, right.
Which
Okay.
is always good.
Okay. Do you want to? Actually, I'll do it here with this deck.
Yep.
So I've got a deck here, Ellie. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a card, and you're going to tell me what it does.
Okay. Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah.
Like,
So just
like
gotta
JP
guess.
did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So the card is. Good luck with this. Takanuma Abandoned Maya.
Oh,
Okay,
that
so
one.
you've seen it. It's like it's like a landscape of like a swamp,
So it's a location.
and it's an abandoned Maya. What does this card do?
If you get trapped here, you'll get sucked in and lose your life.
Yes, it's paraphrased, but yes.
Really?
No, it's completely wrong.
I was so excited.
To be honest, I don't know what it does. Just reading it here. Abandoned Maya. Mill 3 cards, then return a creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control.
I could not have been further.
You may as well have said that in Mandarin.
To be fair, I wouldn't have got that one either.
Okay, there we go. So you gave me a hard one there. I reckon another one I'd
An easy one? All right.
I'd nail the other one. Yeah.
Super easy one. Megatron Tyrant, legendary artifact creature. He's the leader of this.
He's the commander,
He's the
I
leader.
believe.
He's a nice holographic crossover with the Transformers there. What does he do?
Transforms. You wouldn't believe it, but he transforms.
Into...
Doesn't matter.
It just transforms, man.
There's more than meets the eye to that guy.
That's the name of the move.
Oh, is it?
More than meets the eye. He was holding the cards earlier, so he probably read it.
I missed that.
Edit that out.
More than meets the eye. Your opponents can't cast spells during combat. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, which we're all aware of, you may convert Megatron. If you do, add a little diamond for each 1 life your opponents have lost this turn.
That's
there you go.
colorless mana.
Colorless mana.
That's what that symbol means. And
Okay.
that's actually a 2-sided card.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, so it's transformed on the back. Megatron Destructive Force.
Yeah.
Cool.
So paraphrasing, he makes combat harder for your opponents, and then he'll pick up one of your artifacts on your side of the board, load it into the cannon, convert himself and shoot it at someone.
That rules,
wow.
man.
It is pretty cool.
Cool.
That's a really cool novelty for a Transformers card to have a transformed version.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Do you, when you play people in this, obviously you like battling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like play for pinks? Like you play
Pink
for
slips?
Pink slips?
There was a time where we played for boosters. So
Yeah.
like if you killed someone, you got a booster.
Like a COVID booster.
Yeah, COVID booster, and then a booster pack. And then we all kind of stopped enjoying the game because
Yeah, it's too much on the line, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
suddenly were just playing super competitive. Everyone was
stressful.
upgrading their decks to points where we just can't afford to play anymore.
So do you have your group of Magic the Gathering mates?
Yep, I've got a group chat called Commander Crew,
Hell yeah.
and there's like 20 of us in there.
Oh, man, it
Yeah.
rules.
That's cool.
It's pretty sweet.
Are they all in New Zealand?
Yep. A couple have moved overseas and they just haven't left the group chat.
Yeah,
are there
right.
Are there any famous Magic the Gathering like masters in the world that have died, and you guys have all gotten together and
Made a lobby.
made a lobby?
Shut up.
A group lobby.
I'm sure they have because they're lovely people who like to grieve together.
No,
Hey,
you
JP.
don't know JP. No, he's
a
not a good
he's
person.
a real piece of work.
Now we're not losers. We're not trying to promote our own servers, you know?
Right. So so you say you've got about 20,000 cards.
Yep.
If you were to if your partner who is obviously has her own hobbies and respects the fact that you have your own, which is
Absolutely.
very
Loves to
healthy.
crochet.
Crocheting.
Mm.
Yeah, my
Nice.
wife's shown interest in crocheting. Well, if you had to, if she just said, "Look, JP, you got to get rid of all your cards," and what's the monetary value on your whole collection? Do you reckon? Would it be $20,000?
I don't think it would be. I feel like it would be maybe 15.
15,000.
15K.
Oh, yeah.
But I'd really struggle to sell some of those decks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you've had them for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it? Do you insure them? Like, is it on the
Nah.
house and contents?
It isn't, but it should be.
Yeah.
It definitely should
Mm.
be. And that's something for me to sort out over the next year or two.
But
Yeah.
also the issue is with something like home and contents on something like this is how are you going to get another Megatron Tyrant? Or you probably can, but like those older cards.
That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
not about getting another one. I guess it's more just be like if your house was to burn down, at least it's not completely a waste.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's like my old Chevy truck that my dad and I restored. It's insured, but if I get paid out and it gets written off, I can't get that thing
No.
back. It's like impossible to get.
Totally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they
So,
were my Beanie Babies. You know.
do you have beanie bag? I would not. I'm adding it to the list. Go.
No, don't add it to the list. I got them from when I was a kid. It's
Oh,
not something I've been
cute.
buying.
Do you actually?
Yes, I got heaps of Beanie Babies.
Really?
Yeah, I got Nuts the squirrel, Crunch the shark, Claude the crab.
I have known you for so long, and you
Yeah.
have a Beanie Babies collection.
Well, I used to have Beanie Babies when I was a kid. Like it wasn't like a.
Are
When I
they
was,
in Auckland?
yeah, I got them at my house.
Can you bring them in?
Oh my gosh.
How many still have the tags on?
All of them.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've looked, and none of them are worth anything.
Ah.
At least I don't think. I haven't looked in a long time, but I've got at least 4 or 5. I had them like in the wardrobe, be like, my kids aren't playing with these because it's going to be worth something one day. And then I'm just like, oh, when you're a parent, you're like, oh, just take the damn Beanie
You're
Babies.
using it to mop up their vomit.
Yeah, Nuts the squirrel has seen some things.
Yeah, right. Okay, so
Okay,
you should
bring those
definitely
in.
bring those in.
yeah.
Are we going to see them? Now, your segment with DLC, the old Witcher.
Yeah.
Should we just quickly go around the room with Jared here?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Do you want to be a part of this, Jared?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So basically, what's your question, Chris?
The question is for us to discuss is with The Witcher getting a DLC, once it comes out, it would have been 12 years since the game originally came out. If you could have a DLC for any classic game come out, announced, what would it be and why?
Okay.
I've got an example. Actually, I wrote down one first. It was Age of Empires 2, and then I realized that's literally happening at the moment. They've
Yeah, true.
remastered Age of Empires 2, and they're releasing DLCs, which rules.
Yeah.
It's like someone's listening into this podcast and going, let's just remaster all the things Chris really likes.
That's it. That's
Yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So have you guys got any ideas?
Well, mine wouldn't probably be called a classic because it actually is only from 2018. And I know that you're all going to guess what it is.
That's Detroit Become Human.
It is, but I genuinely love a DLC.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I would, I'd like
Yeah.
to play more of that and see what else happens to the androids and stuff.
So because like this is a DLC, so this isn't going to be like Detroit Becomes Human 2. This is just a
No.
little sort of side
spin-off.
story. So what would it be?
Actually, you know what I would love to do is if the DLC, because you know how this ends with like different story, like different endings.
There's different endings,
There's lots
yeah,
of different endings. I'd love to maybe even play through an alternative kind of end. I know you could just play the game again, but a smaller version of that. So like if you've played the game, you've ended
shorter
here,
version.
kind of, or like just see what your character would have done if it had gone the other way. You know.
Because it sounds like you're trying to take this game and make it way shorter so it's
Yeah.
less time spent playing the game.
Because I'm not going to play it twice, am I? But I might play the DLC. You know what I mean?
Surely you could play it twice.
Yeah, you can. You can
play it multiple times, yeah.
It's replayable as. I don't know what. I've done it 1.5 times, I think. Yeah.
Halftime's
Yeah, no, yeah.
No, it's
But
all good.
that'd be mine. What about you, Chris? I mean, Guy?
Hi.
Sorry.
For me, 2018 as well, Red Dead Redemption 2. Because
Yes, that's on my list.
So obviously Red Dead Redemption 2 is a prequel to the Red Dead Redemption 1, but I'd got 3 DLC options for RD2, right? So the first one is Red Dead Redemption 2 Undead Nightmare, which was a DLC to the first one. Where
I didn't like it.
I mean, it's a little bit of fun. It's like your zombies take over, and it's just sort of, all the characters from the original storyline have some sort of zombie sort of spin-off, right? So that's an easy one. That's a shoe-in. Another one is after the main storyline, and Sadie Adler is one of the female main
That'd
characters.
be cool because she's badass.
She's a badass, and she finishes the game as a bounty hunter. So
That's
I feel
right.
like a really cool bounty hunter sort of Sadie Adler spin-off of what happens to her after the gang's all finished up.
Yeah.
What happens to her. And that's something that a lot of people as well have wanted is more Sadie. And then the other one was a prequel to the game where, because in the main game, you start off running away from the law because you've gone to Blackwater, which is a town, then you've done a bank heist that went wrong. And that's referenced throughout the entire game. I'd want a DLC of that bank heist.
Oh,
So
Isn't
like-
that in something? No, you never see that.
No, you
bank
never
heist,
see
do
it.
you?
So you never see. There's reference to members of the gang that got killed or captured and stuff like that during the heist, but you never see anything from it. You hear about Dutch and how he killed a girl during the bank heist, and it was like real nasty and stuff like that. So I'd love to have a Red Dead Redemption 2 like Blackwater heist. DLC leading up to the heist, then what happens, and then as they escape.
Yeah.
Nice. JP, is there a game that you would love to have a DLC for?
Maybe Jack and Daxter.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
They're just a classic. Just give me another 4 hours of. It doesn't even have to make sense to the story. Just 4 hours of jumping, spinning.
Because it's
punching
platformy,
things.
right?
Yeah, platformy. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's a good shout. I've written down some others too. Bloodborne.
Yeah, just more Bloodborne.
I think you're the only one that wants that.
Nah.
No, there's millions.
I think you're the only one. To be fair, Skyrim. They keep friggin' releasing it. At least drop a massive new DLC.
Yeah.
Red Dead 2. Fallout New Vegas was one for me because it's the best Fallout game.
Yeah.
I'd love them to redo that and add some content. And my final one was Metal Gear Solid 5. 3/4 of the way through making that game, Kojima left Konami.
Yeah.
And started his own thing. Hideo Kojima, Death Stranding.
Oh, yes.
He
Thank you. Yep.
As a result, Metal Gear Solid 5, which is one of my favorite all-time open world games, you get about 3/4 of the way through the game and it is literally unfinished.
Wow.
It's and there's like these kind of half-finished animations that kind of try to tie up all these confusing loose ends, but it just doesn't happen. And it's such a shame that it never was finished.
That sucks.
So I'd love a DLC. Somehow they patch things up and release the rest of that game.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
10 years after it was released.
It's like the Snyder Cut.
Pardon?
No one gets
I
that?
get it.
You
I
get
get
that
it.
reference?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice, Jared. Nice.
What's that?
Don't
Zack
get it.
Snyder, who's the guy who directed the Superman movie.
Yep.
And then halfway through, he left the project, and then it was shit. But he still he shot the entire thing basically, but they didn't use his cut. So everyone's like, release the Snyder cut. And that's just like a thing.
Gotcha.
of culture.
Okay.
For some reason, when you said, I was like, the Rob Schneider cut. Of Deuce Bigelow or something.
Hey, thanks for listening this week. Let us know in the ECG for ECG Facebook page what DLC you'd like to see. And we'll see you on Monday for our DLC.
Hey,
Thanks
nice.
for hanging out with us, JP.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, mate.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.